Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending some time with me by watching this video. In today's video, I'm actually going to go over my paycheck, the unemployment that my husband received, and some of our bills, our sinking funds, our cash envelopes, things like that. So I have some cash here, and then I'm going to explain to you what happened to the rest of it. So we're going to go over the entire income for the week first and just jump into the budget planner for this week. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Yesterday was my birthday. It was such a nice day. We had such a nice time, spent it with family, had a nice dinner, and you know, I mean, it was great, you know, as far as it being, you know, during kind of still a quarantine time. I thought we had a really great day. So I was very grateful for that. In other news, I'm back working at home. So I don't know when, like, it's indefinite. So I don't know if there's, what the end date will be or what the long-term plans are, but for now, that is my situation, and that's kind of why I had a lack of videos last week, because everything happened very quickly and I had to go into the office and retrieve all my stuff. So I had to bring my desktop, my laptop, you know, my planner that I use at work, and it was just like a lot of organization. And then, as you guys know, if you've been watching my channel, you know that we've been doing some renovations, you know, to the second floor of our house, and the rooms weren't quite put back together. So I was trying to do that and set up an office space, and it's just been a lot. I'm feeling better. I'm still recuperating. When you get pneumonia, it just takes forever. So I'm still on a couple different inhalers, and I'm still finishing up my second antibiotic. If you can believe that, it just feels like it's been, I don't know, it's just been taking so long, but it's okay. I'm just grateful that I'm still on the mend. So I hope you guys are doing okay and that you are having a great weekend. We don't have a lot of plans. I really need to catch up on some stuff around the house, and I haven't been doing Grubhub, but next week is my plan to get back into that. So that is as far as I can really plan ahead. So as you guys know, like, again, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I did receive a pay cut. So my pay is standing firm at $13.06 every other week. And that's, I've lost about, I would say, over $400 per month because of my pay cut. So it's been a little bit trickier, but you know, we're gonna have to just press forward and make it work. The CARES Act money for unemployment has also gone away. So my husband's unemployment was a lot bigger in the month of July, but it is $480 per week right now. And you know what, guys, I'm just honestly grateful to have that. I think I mentioned this in my video, and I know I did. He is going to be going back to school for something completely different than what he did in his undergrad. So we're really hoping that you know, this is the right move, and it's kind of exciting. I'm excited about it. So school starts toward the end of September, and it's a 15-month program. So I'm really happy about that. In the meantime, it's just going to be really, you know, money's going to be tight. All right, so I wanted to bring you up to speed too on my sinking funds. I didn't even write that up here. I tried to prep this, and I tried to be as, you know, ahead of the game as possible before I started the video, just to save some time, but I didn't write that. These are my sinking funds. And below that is what I just call cash envelopes. And that is pretty much just our variable expenses for the week. And so not every week, I can't really stuff sinking funds every week, especially now since money is so much tighter. But cash envelopes we do stuff every week, just because it covers like groceries, gas, our dog food, and miscellaneous things like that. I finally worked out the kinks for my Instagram handle, so it is down below in the description. It is accurate. So if you guys want to follow me over there, I have been posting over there. I'm sorry for the confusion. I know it's just been a little like work in progress. I wanted to change the name of my channel. I did get some feedback from some of you guys, and you had said that you like the name of this channel, so I didn't want to do away with it entirely. I just, for one hot second, I just was thinking that it didn't really fit my, I guess, the content that I'm doing. And as it turns out, you guys pretty much think it does. So I guess I rethought it, and so I didn't want to get rid of that entirely. So Instagram handle is in the description. So I hope to see you guys over there. So what we did is add the 1306 from my paycheck with the, 1306 plus 480, which brings us to 1786. So it's not a bad amount. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not great, but it's not bad. So this is, I only get paid every other week. So the unemployment is coming in weekly. So at least that is a really good thing. That will cover our variables moving forward. So I'm really happy about that. For now, I have left $1,000 in our checking account for September's bills. So as you guys know, I always say that. I just kind of assume you've already seen previous videos. I pay my bills a month in advance, and I'm gonna write down August 14th right here. And the way I was able to get a month ahead was just simple. It was just dumb luck. When we received the $1,200 stimulus money per person, I took what my husband and I each got, I put it together, and I paid our bills a month in advance. So I don't know if there's really a formula to actually get a month in advance, because honestly, I had tried for a very long time to get a month ahead, and I just couldn't make it happen. I don't know if I just wasn't doing it right, or I just wasn't planning tight enough. You know, it just was, I don't know, a mixture of things probably. But the way I was actually able to do it was the stimulus money. The reason why I'm mentioning that now is because there are, of course, as you probably know, a lot of rumors that we're going to get a second stimulus package. So the number out there that's rumored is another $1,200 per person. So if you are entitled to that, if you received it before, you should receive it again. I would say if getting a month ahead is something that you want to do, and you're able to use this money because it is technically found money, you know, we didn't actually, you know, it's kind of, I don't know, it's found money. That's the only way I can put it. Maybe consider doing it that way. That's the way we did it. So there was no formula or, you know, precise method of how we were able to get to this place. It was just, we used that money for that. So right now, from this paycheck, I am putting $1,000 aside for my September bills. And then next pay, which is in 2 weeks, I will put the remainder aside. So that's how I do it. And like I said, there's no real trick to it. So right now we're down to $786. And I also left $6 in the checking account because I just wanted round numbers. I didn't want to take home $6. So I left that in there. So that brought us down to $780. My husband took $30 because he needed quick gas money. He was on E, and he filled up a little bit of his vehicle, and then he got one gas can, I guess, for the lawnmower. So we had to do that. So we put that aside. So that's already done. All right, you guys know it would not be a video if I did not make a mistake. Well, it wouldn't be my video. I left $1,100 in for August bills. All right, so that's what I did. Ugh. All right, so that brought us down to $650. That's what I did. Whoops. That's what I did. I couldn't figure out why do I only have $650, and then I realized no, the figure wasn't $1,000. It was $1,100. I first originally planned to leave $1,000 in, and then I realized that was probably not quite enough. So, you know, being that my paycheck is only $1,306, that's not even going to cover it. I'm going to end up having to borrow some from my husband's unemployment to meet our bills for September. So we're at $650. All right, and so I have that here. So 100, 200, 253, 354, 450, 5, 556, and 650. All right, that's more like it. So what I'm going to do is just pretty much allocate, because these, I don't have the denominations that are actually going to work out for the amount that I'm putting into each envelope. So I'm just going to write down amounts right now. So for food, I'm putting aside $125, because we need quite a few things. And then dog food, I'm putting aside $25. All right, so that's pretty good. For gas, I'm putting aside $50 because we already spent $30. And then for miscellaneous, let's see, I am putting down, we need quite a few things. These are just like incidental things that don't fit into one of these three categories. So I'm actually putting down $70 because I have to make what I call a Target or a Walmart run for like things that we need around the house that don't fit into these three. So let's subtract all that. So $650 minus 125 minus 25 minus 50 minus 70 brings us down to $380. We have $380 left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add today's dates, $180, right? So let's subtract 180. That brings us down to 200. I'm going to put 15, I'm going to put 65 into Christmas Club. And I'm going to put 135 into savings. Nope, I'm going to put 100 into savings, and I'm going to put 35 into dogs. So minus 100, minus 35, and I'm down to a zero-based budget. Yeah. All right, so let me go over this again because this was a little bit confusing. I had a couple different plans for how I wanted to do this, but this is going to be the best way that it works out. So 480 plus 1306 gave us 1786 minus 6 that's still in the checking account brought us down to 1780 minus 30 that my husband took out for gas brought us down to 1750 minus 1100 for bills that we are going to be paying in the month of September brought us down to 650 minus 125 for groceries, minus 25 for dog food, minus $50 for remaining gas, minus $70 for miscellaneous. So it brought us down to 380. So minus 65 for Christmas Club, minus 35 for the dogs, minus 100 for savings, and minus 180 for emergency fund. So it brought us down to zero. I'm sorry, that was a little bit awkward and clunky. I know that that wasn't as smooth as I would have liked it, but that is going to be our budget for this week and also kind of into next week since I only get paid every other week. But I will be back next week with my husband's unemployment. Last thing that I wanted to mention is his appeal is still in progress, and 45 days I think will be, they told us it could be up to 45 days to receive a decision. So he's waiting on 9 entire weeks of back unemployment pay. And like I've said in videos prior to this, I don't know why they made him appeal it because there's nothing wrong with the process or his paperwork, but that's what they did. And I'm kind of wondering at this point if he will actually get the CARES Act money that was part of that. I honestly, I don't even know at this point. It's going to be a crapshoot. I know that I received a comment saying that he's probably not going to be entitled to unemployment because he turned down work. That is not the case. And I just wanted to put that out there. I hope that a lot of you guys are still here. He did not turn down viable work within our home state. So his situation of his work closing in our state is very different than work closing in your town and then they offer you a transfer another town over. He was actually offered a transfer to a state that is so far away. It's ridiculous. And that you can't be forced to accept. That does not count as turning down an offer for a job. And also he did take the early retirement option. So it is very different from what somebody had commented, you know, that, oh, he turned down a job, you know, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not like that. It's much, much more complicated than that. If he were to have received a job offer in our town, or, you know, even in a reasonable driving distance, then yeah, I mean, that would affect things. But he wasn't. That's not the case. And you cannot be penalized for turning down a job offer that's, you know, almost 14 hours away from you in the car. So I just want to put that out there. We are doing things exactly the way we need to do them and exactly by the rules. So I just wanted to mention that. So I hope that makes sense. I'm probably not explaining it the best way, but I just wanted to mention that he did not turn down viable work. We would love for him to have kept his job. We would love for him to have been able to transfer where he could come home, you know, fairly easily without taking a plane trip. But I just wanted to put that out there. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to clear a few things up. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did and you haven't already subscribed, I would love if you did so. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help my channel. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.